Hi, my name is Stephanie Folsom. I just recently discovered this wonderful group called WalkAway. That's my dog Maggie walking around back there. And I love you all very, very much, and you've restored my faith in America and Americans. I will very quickly tell you my WalkAway story. I live in Williamsburg, Virginia. Williamsburg is best known for this giant living history museum we have in right downtown. It's called Colonial Williamsburg, and it's a complete recreation of what Williamsburg would have been like back in around the time of the American Revolution. It's got actors dressed up portraying people as they would have lived back during the time of the American Revolution. And all the buildings are either original buildings from back at that time, or they've been built to recreate what the buildings would have looked like back then. It's a wonderful place. I encourage you all to go visit it. Very steeped in American history, very respectful of our founding fathers and how this wonderful nation of ours came to even exist. So anyway, that's where I live. I live right there. I go down there all the time. I walk my dog down there all the time. And you can just take in the wonderful sense of the birth of our nation down there. So anyway, last January, it was a beautiful sunny day, Sunday afternoon. Excuse me, I decided to take my dog for a walk down in Colonial Williamsburg. I get down there and there's like this group of people kind of assembled. It's a large group of people. Like by the time they were fully assembled, I'm talking over 1,000 people. It was a large group of people, and they were assembled outside of the governor's mansion, which is kind of the central location of Colonial Williamsburg. And I noticed this group of people. There's a lot of women wearing those ugly pussy hats that I don't even like to talk about. My mama did not raise me to go around wearing vaginas on my head. I'm sorry, that's just disgusting. So anyway, there's this large group of people down there, and I'm like wondering what's going on, and it's kind of giving me an icky feeling. And the next thing I know, they're like chanting and protesting, and they're carrying these signs, and these signs are saying like F Trump and just horrible, demeaning things about America and about Trump and about his presidency. And it just left me so dismayed and discouraged, and like, this almost felt like blasphemy, right at a place dedicated to our wonderful country and how it was founded. And these people are like just walking all over the exact thing that makes our country so special. And they're there vilifying it and wearing these horrible hats and outfits and carrying horrible signs. As I watched it take place, I felt like I was being kicked in the gut. I honestly did. I felt like I was being kicked in the gut. And then this guy comes up to me. Turns out he's a reporter for like a local newspaper, because he told me, he said, before we start talking, I want you to know I'm recording our conversation. And are you okay with that? I was like, well, I guess. And he starts asking me questions like, are you offended by what you see here? And things like that. And I'm like, no, I'm not offended. I said, I don't do offended. I take responsibility for my own feelings. I don't let other people's actions dictate how I feel. When people are offended, they're basically telling people, your actions are making me feel bad, so you have to change your actions. Well, I don't go around doing that to people. I take responsibility for my own actions. So I told him, I said, no, I'm not offended. I said, I'm sad. This is just so sad that this should be happening in such a kind of not a sacred place, but just a really special place where we honor how America was created. And so he kept going on and on, trying to get me to get angry, I guess, about the whole thing. And he finally gave up because I told him, I'm not offended. I'm not angry. I'm sad that this should happen here. So anyway, that's it in a nutshell. That's my walk away moment. I thought these people are just desecrating a beautiful spot, and it just isn't right. That's my story. Full disclosure, I was leaning conservative even before this happened. I had voted for Trump, although pretty reluctantly, I have to say. He was not my first choice. But I don't feel like, his presidency should be denigrated this way. I think that for the most part, I think he is doing a good job. He's, like I said, he wouldn't have been my first choice for president, but I'm not unhappy with what he's doing. And I just think it's people like this with these crazy vagina hat marches that are just putting an awful taint on our society. So anyway, thank you for listening to my story. I love you all, and I'm in complete support of everything you're doing. God bless you.